Hi there guys, Tom here. I've had a few requests, people asking me what have I currently got on my Android, what do I use, what's my daily kind of apps and go-to. So I thought I would give you a very quick tour. I'm kind of between phones at the moment, so I'm still waiting for something to come in. So to kind of tide us over a bit, I thought why not show you guys what I use on a daily basis. As you can see, I'm on a Nexus 6P, that's my daily driver. And generally speaking, I like to keep things super clean. I'm not a big fan of huge widgets and all this other stuff. I really like a stock feel. First off, I'm always using Nova Launcher. Even on a Nexus device, I think it gives you a bit more options, and I really like changing the app icons. So first up, yeah, I'm using Nova Launcher. I don't change that much. I keep it, up and down for scrolling. I switch off Google now because I just don't ever use it. Occasionally I'll use Untap, but when I say occasionally, I mean never ever. So moving on, anyway, at the top here I've got a clock and kind of like a little weather thing up here. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to that. So this one is the Zupa widget, which is actually just one of the stock clocks you get on there. So I've just gone straight in for that. And the one below it, where it says rain, bounce to 1 and 5 miles per hour, that's actually minimal text, which takes a bit more setting up, but does actually give you some really cool options. But it does take a while. If you've got a bit of patience, then it's definitely worth getting into. Wallpaper is a kind of Star Wars one. I've had that for quite a while. Quite good looking, so why not? Along the bottom, these apps never ever change. They're always the same, despite never using text messaging anymore. I just can't bear to get rid of it. So phone, text messaging, Google Chrome and Google Play Music, which I do have a subscription to. And I do actually really like, surprisingly. I've never really been into Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that, but I tried out a trial on here and actually really liked it, so I've gone for it. On the second page, I actually have my most used apps. Now a lot of people probably see that and go, oh, it's a total mess and all that sort of thing. But for a long time I was an iPhone user, so that kind of looks kind of normal to me. And this is my home screen anyway, so pushing over, I kind of have them in usage rows. I know that's really sad. But so the most used apps are along the bottom, which are easy to hit. So Twitter, Facebook, Gmail and Outlook. Gmail, I've got my Google accounts on. Outlook's all my other older kind of email you first have, when you first get an email, so you're really lame username email, that's in there. Google Camera for the camera on here. WhatsApp, obviously the most used app in the world. Actually, it probably should be down there. Instagram, classic. Photos, obviously. Google Photos, which backs it all up, which is quite nice. When I switch between devices, which I do quite a lot, it will be in there. Actually, they're not in usage rows at all. I use Imgur all the time. I'm like a total addict, but I love it. And it's just, if you haven't got into Imgur, it's like Reddit in pictures, most viral images. It's great, it's amazing. Play Store, Android Studio there is for YouTube. So if you're on a YouTube channel like I do, Studio is basically where you can see all your analytics and all that sort of stuff. And you can see who's replied to you, who's offered you, it just gives you kind of stats and stuff. And if I've replied to a comment of yours, it will have been on here. So that's that one. YouTube app, obviously. OneDrive for storage. Probably get a lot of people laughing at me for that. No, I use OneDrive because when I had a Samsung device, I got loads of gig of free storage, like 100 gigs, so I use that. Messenger, can't escape Facebook. ViscoCam is really, really good. I don't know if you've used ViscoCam before, but what I'll do is I'll chuck a few pictures over this so you can see it, but it just gives, it's like a non-destructive editor, I think, and it just gives these really, really cool kind of looks to your photos, and I absolutely love it. I use that a lot. I've actually spent money on that app, can you believe? Clock, Snapchat, I don't use Snapchat very much. I kind of watch other people on Snapchat, but there it is. eBay, not used too much. Slack, which is I use for work-based stuff. If you're a company you haven't got Slack, it's well worth getting into. And the top left one is a bit of a story. I used to use Flipboard all the time. If you don't know what Flipboard is, it's kind of like a magazine and you flick through it. And I got this app when I had my iPhone 3G and I had it for ages and I loved it. And to be honest, I've kind of fallen out of love with it because as good as it is, it seems to be getting really chock-a-block full of ads, and I'm not a big fan of that. So there's one there. I mean, it never happened before and I just stopped using it, to be honest. But occasionally I'll crack on it. It is very good. So that's those two. Pushing over one more time, I've actually got today Calendar widget. I actually, Google had a sale on it, so it was like 10p. But you can get the normal version for free. But basically it's like a really nice calendar app, and because I play a lot of gigs in my band, it's really useful to keep track of things, so like rehearsals, stag do's and all this sort of thing. I'm getting to that age now where people have stag do's. Rehearsal times and all that sort of stuff is all in there. So yeah, it's a great app. I mean, it gives you everything at a glance. You can chuck in loads of different calendars if you want. And yeah, it's a fantastic app. I definitely recommend that one today. Calendar, it's probably one of my favourites. Today, Calendar, ViscoCam, Twitter are probably one of my most favourite apps. That's a bit sad, isn't it? That's okay though. The rest of my apps are obviously all in the drawer. I don't actually play any games on my phone, and a lot of you might find that a bit strange, but do you know what? I am a gamer. I play my Xbox like a lot. Well, saying that, I've got Kingdom Rush Origins was 10p on the App Store the other day, so I was like, oh, I've got to buy it, but I have yet to play it. I've heard it's good. But yeah, otherwise I don't play games. I used to really like The Room, those sorts of games, but I haven't played it since, just because, I don't know, mobile games is just, you're always one step away from being conned into buy something, and that's, you know, I just can't be bothered with it. So I'd rather check Twitter or something, or I'd rather just browse the net for a little bit. But anyway, that's about it. So that's what I've got on my device at the moment. It probably will change fairly soon because I switch phones all the time. And this one has just arrived. So hopefully you see that soon. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. A bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but there you go. Thanks so much. Bye.